Hello, and thank you for watching. This is Jessica, the lead moderator of the Facebook group Demand Change and Keep the Receipts, a source for fact-based arguments on current affairs and how to talk about them with your representatives. If needed, there's a link to a soft copy of the presentation used in this video in the description. That link includes descriptions of the images used that should be accessible by reading programs. If you need other accommodations to fully access this information, please let me know. In this video, we will discuss context and why it's important to know the context of an issue when considering the accuracy of information, such as a political ad or claim. To be fair, debate responses in political ads are timed, and it's hard to fit all the necessary context into a 30-second window. But not having context is a serious detriment to really any political snippet. Why is that? Well, without context, it's hard to get the meaning out of information because so much of what we experience is relative to the facts around it. For example, let's use this phrase. Defenestration means to unwindow someone, and that's bad. It starts off overly complicated. How often do you use the word defenestration? And winds down to an overly simplified and easily repeatable statement that presents a certain person or proposal as the solution, much like a commercial or a political ad. If you look into it, the way the root words break down is technically correct, but it's a weird interpretation of the definition. It's usually either to throw someone out a window, which is the formal definition, or to dismiss someone in a position of power, which is the informal definition. Even with that, I think that most people would agree that throwing someone out of a window is generally a bad move, but it may depend on the situation. What if the person saying that defenestration was bad was defending someone tossed out of a window of a home they were robbing? I think unwindowing someone is a pretty fair response in that case. On the other hand, if two etymologists were arguing about whether the root word de means un or down from, and one decided to offer you a first-hand example, that might be considered a little over the top, depending on how passionate you are about words and their sources, I suppose. In this case, the context really changes whether or not a person would agree with the initial statement. It completes the background information. I hope this has clarified why context is important and encourages you to get more background information regarding political ads and claims. If there are any other tips you'd like to see presented, please feel free to leave me a comment here or on our Facebook page. In the meantime, thank you for watching. This is Jessica with Demand Change and Keep the Receipts.